Hi, welcome aboard. I'm gonna do a walkthrough. I ain't gonna rush this. I'm gonna try to explain everything as best I can. Right, got the screen in front of us. Can you see my marker? That little round dot. If I go up to that one there, and if I push the E button, I'm working from a computer. So the keypad is E for me. And then I bring up the fish finder now. And I have to use the binoculars, so I right click on the mouse and now I can see the screen with the glasses on. These buttons here are all the lights. Always have the running lights on. There's a little black box there, you can just about see it. There's a red line in it because I have caught some lobsters. And you can just, if I bring the glasses up again, there's a little red line. And that tells me how many fish. As you can look down the bottom. It says I've caught 670 kilos and I got 15,000 free. My storage is a little bit bigger than what yours will be if you've just started the game. The anchor up there, that's for when you're in port. If you click on that, then you anchor up in port. There's your speed there. We're going backwards at the moment. And up here is the autopilot. And that's if you want to ring, should be there, yep. If you need help, you're going to sink or something, you can radio for help. There's nothing there on the phone. Wrong one. E button. It's just blank. And the clock. Now the clock says 2:15. When you're starting the game, that is very important in the sense that you want that to be in the afternoon, because when you set your pots, you're going to have to wait at least 19 to 20 hours. And the last thing you want is, say that was saying 8 o'clock in the morning, and you set your pots, and you set them for 19 hours from that time, you could end up in the middle of the night and it'd be pitch dark. And the last thing you want, just starting up as well, is been picking up pots in the dark. So it says 2:20, so in 24 hours time it's going to be 2:20. Minus 4 or 5 hours. So what we're looking at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning. So it should be light, because you want to be picking up the pots in daylight, especially on your first trip. Alright, if I set the autopilot now, if I switch it on, that's this button, I'll switch it on. I'll set this to 3.5 knots. Now I'm going to push the F key and I'll stand up. I'll walk to the freezer, open the freezer. I'm not going to set all these pots. I'm only going to set three or four. Right, we need to grab that, so I'm pushing the E button. I'm aiming at the table. Push the E button and it throws it to one side. E key, I keep saying E button, E key. E key, pick up some bait. Put the marker over the pot. That puts the bait inside. Back to the table. Put the marker on the table. Push the E key. Chucks it over. I've set the boat to 3.5 knots because buoy's got to be a certain distance apart. E key, point at the table, put it to one side. Bait over the pot, E key, bait's inside the pot, marker on the table. But if you look down the bottom to my right, on the bottom of the screen, to my left, sorry, it says set pot and it's white because the distance between that buoy and the boat, oh no, it's blue. Where it says set pot, it just turned blue. Marker on the table, E key, chucks it over. Then we go back, grab another one, E key, point at the table, let's get some bait. Marker over the pot, that baits the pot. Marker on the table, but I can't. If I push E, that comes up, set pot, but it won't because the distance is too close. This is why I set that to 3.5 knots. When you get used to it, I mean, yeah, you can go faster. I've only set it that speed. Still white. It's just turned blue, darker colour. Now I can set. And there's 3 pots. Right. Now what I'm going to do is close this. And that, closing that, I push the E. I jump in the chair. I switch this one off. But remember, when you switch that off, your sticks are still going to be running at 3.5 knots. Well, the tide is pushing as well, so we're running at 3 knots. So these won't move, so the boat's still going forward, so you need to pull these back. Put them up level. We will probably start going backwards because there's a tide here. Now we're at 3 o'clock. Now what we need to do now is I push the E. I'm just hoping I forgot. I don't think I forgot anything. Right, I'm going to highlight the clock. I'm going to push the E key. We bring up the anchoring. Don't want to go 24. We want to go 19. We'll go 19. And then I'll push the left mouse button. And we are 10 o'clock in the morning. And I set those pots at what, 20 past 2, something like that. So if I set those pots like 12 o'clock, that would have said 8 and it would probably be a bit dark. And for the first time, you don't want to be picking up pots in the dark. Right, if I go here, push that button there, use the glasses again, you can see they're blue. That means they're ready to be picked up. That's sort of like prime time, when the pots are at their best for hauling. So we got to go forward, turn the boat around. I think this is the only boat you pick up on the left, as far as I remember. I don't think all other boats pick the buoys up on the right. This one you pick up on the left. Now we've got to find them now. Be careful with this boat, because this boat is quite powerful, so even a small movement on those sticks will shoot you forward quite quick. I'm getting myself all mixed up here. Right, where's that buoy? Right, now I'm going to push V on the keypad. That throws me outside. And if I hold the right mouse button down, I can move myself or move the camera. The buoy is there. That's where the buoy is. Just about to see it. So if I steer the boat in that direction, if you look down the bottom of the screen, you'll see 1, 2, 3. This is the one you want to be looking at. And you want that white line to be about there. That'll give you about 3.5 knots. If you look at the boat in the water, it doesn't look like I'm moving. So you've got a tendency to now knock it back a bit. So there's a tide here. Don't worry about how fast you're going. As long as this is the one you want to be looking at. As long as it's in the white, slightly going backwards, you can just touch it a little bit, just to bring it up, and about there or about here is enough. Just to, once you get the hang of it, then yeah, you can go a little bit faster. Get that buoy as close to the boat as possible. And that red ring should turn green. Push the E button. And down here is a white box. I haven't stopped the boat yet. There's a white box. If you highlight the white box and push the E, it will bring it up. Now that pot is swinging backwards, and sometimes if it swings backwards too far, you can't pick it up. No matter how much you highlight it, it won't pick it up. So as soon as I've picked up, I'll show you on the next one, but I'm going to go straight in here. That's off. Make sure that those are in the center. So now we've just gone past on. Yeah, there it is there. That's alright. I did that on purpose. Right. I just did that so I could... Now the pot is more level. When I had it in gear, going forward, that pot was swinging back a bit. And if that pot swings back too far, and you try to highlight it, it won't pick it up. So now it'll pick it up. Marker in the center of the table, and it throws it off to one side. Pushing the E key, marker on the table. Now I'm going to push the R button. I keep saying button. R key. I hope I haven't changed the key bindings. Right, now we're going to push the E, which will open the pot. Push E again. Now we've got a lobster. Over the bands, over the container. That's too small. That's the right size. I'm not the best at this. Like ones like that, they make me, ooh, is it? Or I'll leave that up to you. need a band. Some of them are a bit hit and miss. I just pushed the E key back here, R key, E to pick up. Now you got this hole down there, so highlight it and push the E key, and then the pot will go in the hole. I don't know why I did that. Doesn't matter. Right. Click the E, pick up, and then put them on the stack. Right. Now we got to I look up there because sometimes if you forget to turn it off and then you put your boat in a fast forward to go forward quite fast, because the autopilot is on, you push the sticks forward to pick up some speed, and then all of a sudden your boat suddenly slows down really quick and you think, oh, what's going wrong? It's because you left the autopilot on. Right, now we're going to try and find the other buoy now. Now this time I will put it in neutral now. So I'll swing this boat around. Now I'll put it into, I'll show you what I mean. Slow down a bit. Right. Let's jump out. Let's put. So I'm going to do the E key, V. Let's see if we can find this buoy. Should be in front of me. Oh, there it is. I'm going to say if I don't hurry up, I'm going to miss it. That red line, the white line, is too high. Knock it back. Put it down about there. Don't worry about this speed. Worry about getting this right. Slow down, it's too fast. You want it like, try to get it around about 2 or 3. About there, something like that. Once you get the hang of it, yeah, you can go a lot faster. But you just want that just to trickle in. Turn green, push the E key. Right, now this is the way I would do it. I'd go straight up to the seat, jump in the seat, bring these back to normal, straight up, neutral. F key to jump out. Now I can, whoops. Highlight that white box. It's got a green light on it. Pushing the E key. Brings it straight up. As long as it's hanging straight down, should be the guarantee to pick it up. But if it swings back that way, it won't register. On the table, throws it to one side, open the box. Don't worry about that splash, that's that buoy being chucked back over. They get stored along the side of the boat, I suppose, I don't know. Sometimes they can make you jump. Right, lobsters, come on. See, I'm... Ooh. Well, that's a definite. That's too small. See, there's like, isn't it or isn't it? Highlight it, push the E key, closes it. E key, picks it up. Then stack it on the back. Highlight the floor wasn't highlighted. There it is. That's the square highlighted. I just hope that what I'm doing helps you out. Oh, there it is over there. So I can push the V key again. I'll jump out. Going backwards, even though we're in forward motion, because there's a bit of a current here. See, that boat doesn't look like it's moving, but it is. It's running at nearly 4.5 knots. Like I said, just for the first time, it's better just to let it go slow and steady. Because it won't pick it up straight away when it turns green. You've got to wait for a few seconds, so you don't want to be too fast and rush past the buoy. Like, I might have missed it then. Have I missed it? No. Right, I'm just gonna knock it out of gear a minute. Let's knock it out of gear. Right, now I can pick it up. I think this is not, it's dark. If I can push the E and it will chuck it straight back in the pot. If I turn these, I don't know which, turn the interior ones on. Go, switch to work lights. No, was that work lights? Yeah. It hasn't got the best, yeah, that's better. Turn the working lights on there. That doesn't really. If you put your back to them, side on, sort of, so facing the corner of that boat, and hold it up, then you see them a lot better. And I don't. Well, being the captain of the boat, I mean, it's up. You know, you have to make that decision, but I don't really want that. I mean, I don't know 100%, but it's just touching or just above the eye socket. I don't know if it's got to be level with the eye socket, but if you find it difficult, like this, I've got the lights on, so it's not so bad, but it can get quite dark. Turn the working lights on and look to the corner, or not, or just turn them like that, and you can see better. You can imagine when it's night time, it's really difficult. Highlight that square, put them in the hold, pick that up, put it on the stack. Right, picked up our pots. I jump back in the seat, everything's off up there. Just a habit, I look straight up every time. Now we had 670, didn't we? What we got now? Picked up but we picked up less than what I did for last time. I might have had 4 pots actually. But you can just highlight that. It tells you what you got in the storage. It tells you what's free, you know, what space you got left. And now it's 12:30. I can turn all these lights off. Well, I hope I didn't drag that out too long, and I hope that that helps you, you know, on your journey. I say thanks for watching and take care, and good fishing. See ya.